the impression like this was just a casual thing between you and her. Did she tell you anything about like Mendeecees and why she would, I don't know, kick off things with you?
I don't think it was ever a topic of discussion. No, for some strange reason, we never really spoke on them. We're driving to, I think it was going to one of her business meeting that I was following her to. And obviously, Mendeecees called her, obviously through her phone, but it was connected to her car. He was having a full-blown conversation with her. I was sitting in the car, and I'm not gonna lie, that for me was a bit, I won't say it was a bit uncomfortable, because America's not my country. I'm from the UK. I'm like, is this safe? It's like, does this make sense? What if this
belongs flowering flower?
You know what I'm saying? So
you all, Yandy has been acting like she hasn't made headlines in forever. Girl, say something. I mean, come on. Her former best friend came forward, completely exposed her, claiming she drugged her, and then accused her of running around London with other men. And instead of owning up, Yandy tried to spin it, saying it was all on him. Then word got out that Mendeecees was spotted at a nightclub, reportedly telling anyone who would listen that he and Yandy were through. Like, done. And yes, folks, there's footage. Sorry, this didn't happen in the dark. Now the guy on the side, oh, he's chiming in too. Tasha K called him out, and when he tried to pull out of their interview, she said, oh, hell no, and dropped the audio receipts anyway. Then, in what he claims was an act of consideration, this man takes to Instagram, he says, and I quote, besides me and Yandy, no one else was involved. I kept quiet while the internet did what it does. Sir, you ran to the blogs. Who were you trying to convince? No one even knew your name before this mess. Then he goes on to be clear, what happened between me and Yandy wasn't a one-time thing. It happened over time. Okay, but if you're really trying to be respectful, why are you still talking about it? And did you really need to highlight that this wasn't just a one-off? Like, for what exactly? Then he adds, and I kid you not, I'm not here to argue or blame anyone. Meanwhile, the internet's been pointing fingers at Yandy since day one. You seriously can't make this stuff up. And just when we thought he was finished, he wraps it all up with, I take full responsibility for my part in this and will be handling things privately moving forward. Honey, you already took this public the minute you spilled your side to the blogs. But sure, let's all be respectful now that the tea's been spilled all over the floor.
Like this was just a casual thing between you and her. Did she tell you anything about like Mendeecees and why she would, I don't know, kick off things with you?
I don't think it was ever a topic of discussion. No, for some strange reason, we never really spoke on them. We're driving to, I think it was going to one of her business meeting that I was following her to. And obviously, Mendeecees called her, obviously through her phone, but it was connected to her car. He was having a full-blown conversation with her. I was sitting in the car, and I'm not gonna lie, that for me was a bit, I won't say it was a bit uncomfortable, because America's not my country. I'm from the UK. I'm like, is this safe? It's like, does this make sense? What if this
belongs flowering flower?
You know what I'm saying? So, and the thing is, I know that too, but not that means anything to me. I'm here, I'm not, just use your imagination.
I know about the UK, I know how you're right now.
Obviously, I'm not in that, that's not my country, so the same sort of accessibility I would have down there, I wouldn't have over there. So obviously for me, it's definitely very unsafe anyway. But anyway, they were speaking anyway, and obviously when they came off the phone, I kind of looked at her like, is this normal? I felt like, is this an American thing? Because that was like, I won't say it was a bit wild, but it was a bit hard for me. It was like, I'm sitting in a car, he has no clue I'm in the car, and you and him are just conversing as if it's a normal day.
All right, now let's talk about this gentleman. And yes, let's just call it what it is. He's easy on the eyes. Yandy, you really picked a handsome one this time. I'll give you that. But listen, for all the buzz and build-up, we've only seen just one photo of her with this man. That's it. One snapshot. And yet, we're supposed to believe they were in a full-blown relationship. For a while, no less. Come on now, show us a little more if you're gonna sell that storyline. Now here's where things get a bit murky. She's in the US, he's all the way over in London. So it's fair to assume there was some, let's say, intimate long-distance activity going on. But where's the thread? Where's the proof? Not that I'm asking for anything explicit, but folks, in this day and age, a couple dating across the ocean and not a single spicy screenshot, not even a hint of the good stuff. Really? And then there's the question of why he'd lie. Honestly, I'm not sure I'm buying any of this yet. But hey, maybe I'm just too skeptical. Still, say if he is Now let's not forget how all this mess got started. Remember, Mendeecees was the one who got caught cheating first. And when the news dropped, Tasha K even said, and I'm paraphrasing here, "This all feels a little too convenient." Like, come on, you're sending voice notes to your girlfriend while juggling some side business. And now, out of the blue, he wants to spin the narrative. Suddenly it's, well, she cheated too, so, that old chestnut, the old tit for tat excuse. So what do y'all think? Is this just damage control, a setup for a plot twist? Or is everyone just trying to save face now that the internet's gotten involved? Because honestly, I don't even know what to believe anymore. Alright, let's keep it moving. On to the next clip.
Years ago, I can't remember, but I remember we was in Ghana. That's when I first had ever met her. And obviously the way I am, obviously I knew who she was, by the way, because I watched Love and Hip Hop and stuff like that. So I knew of her, perfect. So obviously I'd seen her after a club that me and my mates had come from. I saw her on the beach. I think she was with a few of the Love and Hip Hop cast, but she was with a few of them. I just approached her, to be honest, just like that. But obviously, when I approached her, she was a bit stopped because I spoke to her and I called her name as if I knew her. So she was looking at me a bit confused, like, do I know her? And then we just got into conversation. But obviously, there were people that were with her. So I was being very discreet in regards to how I was moving. I wasn't moving so obvious. I think that made her quite chilled. And then, yeah, we just exchanged Instagram details. What I DM'd her, actually, to be fair. She responded. And then Bob's your uncle from there. They just kicked off just like that. Before I knew it, we were talking every single day pretty much. She's obviously come to London to come see me. I've obviously gone there. I went to go see her in Atlanta actually. And then obviously seen her in Ghana on 2 occasions.
Did you see her on this past occasion she was there?
No. But the past occasion that she was there, she messaged me. What's that name? She messaged me to ask me biases whether I wasn't there this time around this year. So just basically telling about her African. She got some African
citizenship. Yeah.
I don't even know, citizenship or something like that. She was just explaining that to me and stuff like that. To be fair, I mean, with myself and Yandy, how we, I would say, grew up in that aspect was a decision for myself. Because for me, she's a whole, to my knowledge, she's got a whole family, to my knowledge. Obviously, I've spoken to her and she's told me that she's not obviously officially married. Obviously, to my knowledge, she's got a family and whatnot. So it wasn't me personally ever gonna, in my mind, take serious, ever. It was more, I guess for myself, if I'll be honest with you, it was more the fact that I had known who she was. We kicked off, we got on quite well, and then, yeah, things just somewhat escalated.
Did you guys use protection?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that I've actually heard the whole thing, I gotta admit, this might be the real deal after all. Y'all, I'm clutching my pearls over here. And just when you thought it couldn't get any messier, someone else chimes in, claiming Yandy was never legally married in the first place. Then, hold on to your hats. There's word she had an affair with a fan. Not just any fan either. Someone who apparently watched her on TV growing up and was obsessed. Yandy, Huddy, they say this man had bad intentions from the start, and you still got caught up in it. You let yourself be seduced, and now it's a full-blown scandal. I mean, girl, this is not your finest hour. You know the saying, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Well, this goose is laying eggs all over the place. And from what I'm hearing, Mendeecees hasn't exactly been on his best behavior either. Folks are saying he's been out here acting wild and unpredictable. I swear, if these two won't speak up and clear the air, I'm tempted to just go straight to his mama. I'm serious! If anyone knows what's going on, she does. And word on the street is, she's on Instagram right now, probably gearing up to spill the rest of the tea. Let's not forget, she never really liked Yandy from the beginning. And when this drama first hit the fan, oh, she was right there with the popcorn. She even said, I was at that wedding. Don't let her fool you with this we weren't really married talk. I saw it with my own eyes. Anyway, that's just me putting it out there. Whew. If you're as entertained and bewildered as I am, go ahead and give this video a big old thumbs up, because this story, this is daytime soap material.